to top up their phones, they're going to buy a drink or a sandwich or a chip. And that is how you have to be smart with small business. You have to look for things that you can have as loss leaders where the margin is very slim, but it brings people to the door.
Correct. Now, looking at how times are changing, especially in the gas station industry with electric cars, let's talk about, if you don't already have, electric charging stations, knowing where you're strategically located.
Well, incidentally, I think we were the first. We're definitely the first on island, and I think one of the first in the region to have an electric charging station at a gas station. Mr. Feller and I...
They can't say that you're not embracing it.
No, Mr. Feller and I are buddies, and we talked about it. Oh, he said, Oswald, would you like to put one of those stations up there? And I was like, man, I'm gonna get heat for this. But no, we looked at it, and we have to face reality, Sabrina. The world is changing.
Yes.
Going green is a reality. And one of these days, fossil fuels are going to be in there's a lot of money in it, but one of these days, it's not going to be the mainstream. I don't think we may not see it in our lifetime, but I think that we're moving away from the cars are coming out, more and more electric cars are coming out and different machines. So, yeah, we have an electric charging station. It's no money maker. Again, it's a loss leader because those people, while they're charging, what they're going to do?
They're going
to buy a fried fish. They're going to buy some drink. They're going to buy some whatever.
Yes.
So again, that was a good example of a loss leader. But we're very proud to be a part of that. And certainly going forward, I'd like to get more and more energy efficient because electricity bills, well, we have LED lights and all that stuff now. But for instance, I leave on my lights at night just for convenience on the forecourt. And that's a lot of expense.
Mr. Barden, trust me, that's another show. We're not even going there. You're on Facebook and you see what's happening. People are unplugging everything, going away for a month, and their bills are the same.
It just happened to our daughter.
Something is not right.
It just happened to our daughter.
And that's a whole different show. But what are some challenges, if any, that you see small business owners are facing?
Small business owners have traditionally faced the whole idea of government regulations being onerous. Over-regulation. I remember one of the things that we did as a government in the 05-09 Progressive PPM government was to look at Going East initiative and reducing some of the taxes and regulations concerning businesses to encourage business development on Eastern District. Some of those initiatives are still in place. There's a reduction in the trade and business fees and other things, but to be honest, things like pension for foreign workers is a big one, is a biggie, because first of all, the workers, they could care less. They're going back a lot of times to countries where don't have a pension system. So that is something I know the Premier and the government have been battling with. And but it's an added cost on a small business. Insurance, yes, you got to have it. Whether you like it or not, you don't know the value of insurance until you need it, right?
Yes,
so we can't do anything about that. But as government needs to find a way to encourage, and I know that there, my former colleagues that are there think like this. We have to find a way to have the Department of Commerce and Investment and the various other initiatives in government offering advice. CIDB, for instance, startup capital, but they don't have any capital, so they can't help you now. But these are the kind of things that you need. You need to have support for small businesses, and small businesses are the engine of your economy, right? Without them, you're going to struggle. Because these are your middle class people, right? And without your middle class, any society fails. So it is very, very important that they find a way to encourage and facilitate small businesses. For instance, I'll touch on, and this is a can of worms, but planning. Planning will take, for instance, our grape tree. If we had to follow planning with that, my goodness, we would have the Ritz-Carlton on the beach there. It has to be common sense approach taken, because here you're looking at a fish hut that if it burns down, so what? If the hurricane blows it away, so what? We'll build it back. The tourists who come there and the residents, they want rustic. They want to see.
Appreciate
they,
what you
They appreciate all. They want to know it's sanitary. And I agree with everything in terms of
Health-wise,
the department,
yes.
environment, doing what they have to do, environmental health, doing what they have to do to ensure that it is sanitary. You're not got a roach fest or a rat fest.
Fair
No,
enough.
that's a different thing.
Yes.
But in terms of the structure for something like that, you cannot impose Georgetown standards, commercial standards on that little fish fry. And that goes for any small business up in the East. You have to work with them to encourage them to develop in an environmentally friendly way.
What I get from those aspiring entrepreneurs when they look at infrastructure or what is needed in order to even get started, it's a total turnoff. But again, going back to based on the region, the area, the proposed business proposal is where a little bit more discretion can be exercised by the powers that be.
Absolutely.
Because what is so attractive, and I'm going to put the spotlight now on the Grape Tree Cafe, when you go there, you make your order. You sit down under the little huts, and there is a dry coconut holding down your menu. There's a uniqueness to that.
That's what we try to create.
You know, and I totally understand you, and I'm glad that we've opened up this Pandora box in a good way. We're not bashing them.
No.
But I feel, yes, laws are there. Regulations need to be had. But if you're over-regulated, it's a total
turn off.
You're diluting everything.
Total turn off. When you think about a person looking to start up a small business, maybe they've never ever had any experience at all.
Correct.
They have a few dollars. There's something they want to do. And they need all the support and guidance they can get. And if you make it very difficult, they're going to say, "No, this is not worth it. I'm going to go work for somebody." So you want to find a way to encourage these people and support them until they can crawl and then walk and turn them loose.
To be honest with you, Mr. Ozzie and Nancy, sitting down here as, entrepreneurs ourselves, how can we have the talk with an aspiring entrepreneur? They pretty much will see it as we've already made it, not understanding the challenges that we continue to face every day.
Absolutely.
But that has not deterred us from making that step.
No.
It has made us stronger, and it has given us a voice. And thank God for an outlet such as this. You're able to have the dialogue and to get the message out there, hoping that good and positive things will come from it.
Absolutely.
You're in tune to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz as we put the spotlight on Grape Tree Cafe and Lorna's Convenience Store. That's Lorna's Rubis Convenience Store, located right there in the district of Boddentown. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll put more spotlight on the importance of menu development, supporting local fishermen and farmers as it pertains to the Grape Tree Cafe, and what's in store. Is delivery available? Keep it locked to the Business Buzz for more when we come back.
Hi, my name is Diane Manderson. My agent, Teddy Clayton from Pan American Insurance, was there for me from day one of my accident on October 2017. And up until now, I have been compensated for my pain and suffering. I would recommend Pan American Insurance. Contact agent Teddy Clayton on 917-4860.
This weekend, Cayman Up Close, a weekly special feature from Radio Cayman News.
I'm Shanda Gallego.
Shanda Gallego goes behind the scenes with Cayman's newsmakers, artists, and emerging talent to get their unique and personal experience, their real story.
This week, we turn the spotlight.
Sundays at noon, 6:10 p.m. and 10:10 p.m. and always online at radiocayman.gov.ky. Tune in for Cayman Up Close.
Cayman Up Close, brought to you by Cayman National Bank, proudly serving the Cayman Islands for over 40 years. Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Cayman's Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz and impacting our local business environment. Yes, that's what we're doing. And we're talking and we're going to put the spotlight right now on Grape Tree Cafe, which was envisioned by local businessman Mr. Osborne Bodden, who's known as Ozzy, for some time since taking over the running of the family business in 2001. While serving in public office from 2005 to 2009 prohibited him from achieving his plan. When summer 2009 rolled along and after leaving office, he proceeded to build the structure that you see today. The cafe has provided a boast to the center of historical Bodden Town, which is the first capital, if you didn't know, of the Cayman Islands, and gives people a chance to come and enjoy tranquility of the beautiful beach, evening sunsets, but the most succulent fried fish, plantain, fritters, tamarind juice when it's in season, lemonade. And I mean, you got conch fritters, you got so much more. But you know what? I won't take away from that because I'm getting really, really hungry. And I usually hang there on a Saturday evening. Talk a little bit more about the importance of menu development to the success of the cafe.
Okay, Sabrina, I know you're a loyal customer, so you're not biased in any way.
No.
Sabrina says her fish starts to fry from Savannah when she's on her way up.
I call.
But the menu, well, the one thing I said to Nance was, look, let's not try to do everything. Let's not be all things to all people. Let's specialize and do what we do best. That is fry fish. Yes, we understand there's some people that may not want fish, so we cater for them. And we got our chicken wings, our chicken tenders, our conch fritters. We just added salt fish fritters a couple months ago, and they're really, really nice. And I'm proud the recipe for the sauce is mine on that one, with a little help from a friend in the restaurant business. But we basically focus on three fish, which is snapper, the whole snapper, the mahi, and then of course we have the substitute for grouper, which is swai. We don't do a lot of that, but some people would like to have that. That's a small percentage of the fish that we do on a weekend. Sabrina, we fry a tremendous amount of fish on a weekend, in a region of 600-700 pounds of fish.
Wow.
So we have to have a fairly significant operation. So people say to us, oh, well, you don't have this every day. It's not possible. For us to maintain this quality, we have to do it the way we do it. So Monday, we clean the fish fry inside out after the weekend. Tuesday, our folks get a break, and we start ordering. Wednesday, that stuff comes in Tuesday. Wednesday is our fish prepping day. And we have a station built for that across the road, and we do all of our seasoning and cleaning, and that is a major operation with 3-4 people at it.
Can you imagine?
And that is all day long on a Wednesday. Thursday, then they're prepping all the other stuff, the breadfruit, the onions, all that stuff that we do, all the side stuff, the cassava, whatever. Then Friday, fish fry starts again, right? And you're at it from, we actually have fish from 11 in the morning ready. So, our workers are there from early in the morning. Miss Paula and her team are very dedicated. And Nancy's reminding me that on Saturdays we do chicharrón, our favorite chicharrón, which we don't do a lot of, but what we do well. And that is your pork belly that's taken and cleaned up nicely, and the Honduran style of making it very crispy with the crackling and the meat. And we do probably anywhere between 15 and 20 servings of that, and that's sold out by no time. If that's rated by 11, I trust me, by 1 o'clock you ain't none left.
Wow.
Right? But we because of how labor intensive that is, it's a difficult process, as you know.
Long.
We don't do more, and we don't do it more than any more days than the Saturday morning. We also do roast fish for those who are a little more health conscious. Although with the amount of butter that goes on it, I'm not sure.
No, but you have the size of the fried breadfruit and this. So, I mean, but it's a step. It's a step forward.
But it's a step forward in the right direction, right? So we do a roast fish. And again, that's limited. But again, it's because you would have to have so many people behind the scenes working. And the truth is that your fish fry people are at the fish fry, and there's only so much you can do in terms of those things that need to be prepped.
Correct.
Real
quality is key.
Right, but quality is key, and we want to make sure our goal is that And this is our overall business mantra. Whatever we do good.
Right.
And we are we are not the biggest, but we are one of the best. That's how we look at it. We offer top quality service, whether it's at the gas station or at the fish fry. Rubis just did a survey recently, and our little small station, whether that survey is accurate or not, came third amongst 9 stations.
Wow,
competing with all those big stations.
Congratulations.
Right? That's just an example of how serious we take it. We have some of the best workers we've hired, as I said, brilliantly. We have workers who are foreign workers, the few that we have, stay with us forever. And our local workers, well, they're even more than forever. Miss Meta, for instance, in our gas station, she was there from Hartwell days in the 90s. That woman has been through everything with us, including the accident that she had with us. And she's still there, dedicated, hardworking, honest, and giving good service. I've had people tell me they live in Savannah, they work in town, but they come Bon Town for gas. I said, why? Well, because when you come here, it feels like a little family. It feels like we are part of this. And that's important to us. We take great pride in that.
Those are the testimonials.
And I'd also like to add that we've been highly rated by TripAdvisor's Grapetree Cafe as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, for years we've had 4-star ratings from TripAdvisor.
It definitely speaks for itself in the product produced.
And we're growing. The hut has gotten a little bigger.
Yes, I noticed.
And the lighting under the little huts and the entrance is fixed up. And we did some renovations, some painting up. We did some nice pastel colors on our seating over the Christmas period where we take our annual break. And we have a little soft music in the evenings to give, that ambience. It's a wonderful ambience.
It's funny that you talked about Christmas and the soft music. I was there one Saturday, and obviously it's something you record. And all of a sudden, Santa got run over by a reindeer, comes, and it was just, and he started saying, no, it only could happen at Grapetree. There was Christmas carols playing.
You know why? There's this thing that they have, right, that they keep using over, and they just play it over, and sometimes the Christmas carols are mixed into it.
Yes,
oh my goodness.
But it was nice.
But we had, we've done some, we try a little thing, as they say, some now and again on a Saturday evening. We had Dexter there a few Saturday, just doing his thing, and then we have a DJ friend of mine. He comes and he does a little soft thing, but nothing that that gets anyone's attention. Just a little thing, create ambience there.
That's good. So, you got the right recipe. Yeah. Obviously,
as you said, it gives Bon Town a little boost, and we've always been the centerpiece there in the historical district, and it's something we take great pride in.
Perfectly located, honestly. Now, but as business owners, how important is it of you supporting our local fishermen and farmers?
We do on the produce side. All our stuff comes from our local farmers. Our breadfruits are a challenge. They come and go, so we work hard to keep them. That's really the main one, because the truth is that the cassava is, we find that that one works better. The pack one works better for what we do.
Okay. Because
you know how it is with local cassava. You don't know whether you're going to get a good piece of yellow or hard thing, whatever, break out your teeth cassava. So we can't afford that.
We don't want that.
No. On the fishing side, no, that we use the fishing boats because of the volume of fish. We have to use them. Sometimes now they're not available either, because they have their times when they're not out there. So we have to go then to the frozen fish. Progressive and other distributors like Uncle Clem's and them work with us, and our fish prepping, I cannot talk too much about that, because our fish prepping is where we win. We can take a piece of frozen snapper, and when we're done with it, you swear he just come out to sea.
Wow.
That's how good our people are. We use a tremendous amount of lime and washing and care, and we try our best to make sure that when that fish comes out of Grapetree window, that it tastes like it just came out of the sea. And that's a challenge, but it's what separates us from the competition.
And
I think so. I think it does. And people will tell you, oh well, boy, your fish, you guys fish, and I mean, we get compliments all over. Yeah, occasionally we'll have a bad dish because we're dealing with fish and things will go bad or whatever. But we do our best to make that right. If something goes wrong, we apologize and we fix it right away. But we are very proud of Grapetree. It's really our little baby. And although the gas station, we built it back from scratch, the fish fry is our baby. And therefore, we protect that and make sure that we nurture that. And it's grown from 2009, October 1st, to now. And next year we'll have our 10th year, and hopefully we'll have a big celebration for that.
Excellent. Now, do you offer delivery services?
We
Or you have no other
don't,
choice?
We don't, but it's something that we've considered.
Uh-huh.
What we do, Sabrina, at the moment is a number of caterings, but caterings in the sense that you order. So you order 40, 50, 100, and we prepare it, and it's ready for pickup at a certain time. Delivery is something that we have considered, and maybe we will find ourselves with a little scooter one day with a little backpack that we can help people out in the area at least. But at the moment, we're not doing deliveries. But we're also considering mobile grape tree in a sense, not a van, although we did consider that as well. But we brainstorm on this stuff. But what we feel can work is where you're having a function and you say you would like to have grape tree on-site catering.
You'll be able
and
to
we
set
would
up.
Set up. We have a mobile setup that we can carry, set up our tables, our fryers, and we can stand there, prepare it on-site for you. Excellent. We'll bring our fritters pre-prepared, and we'll fry them right there. We'll fry our fish and our plantain or whatever and cater to you right there. That's something that we're looking to move into.
Excellent. What is the best way to get further details on your service? The holidays are fast approaching. I can't believe we're talking about this already, but we don't need a reason to celebrate when it comes to food, and especially good fried fish. How can person get additional details and contact you?
We're on Facebook. Grape Tree Cafe is on Facebook, and also we have a website, grapetreecafe.ky, which we can be reached through that as well. And then the phone number is 324-5860, and that's on while Grape Tree is operating. If you're not calling Friday to Sunday, then you're looking at calling the gas station 947-2385. Or my cell phone, which is 916. The whole island has that, 4439. So I think that's there's a few ways of getting to us, and we do, as I said, we just got through doing a catering for a friend's wedding, and by all accounts it was about 40 people, and it was a lot of success. So we're very proud of what we do and the reputation we have.
What advice, quickly, because time is against us, would you both give to a couple interested in starting a business together, knowing that you're husband and wife couple and in this business together?
Well, first of all, I'd let me speak. Nance can have her say, but I think you got to work as a team. First of all, you got to respect that the money, as I said earlier, that you're going to be looking to make. It's not money that you can just go and spend offhand. You got to know that you're going to structure your business separate from your personal, and you're going to work hard, if not forever, at least initially, to get it going. You got to work. You got to put in. You get out of these businesses what you put into them. What makes a good family business? Our family business is 63 years old. What has made that a success is my mother's blood, sweat, and tears, along with Mr. Harry in the early days, coming along to where she got smart, and in her golden years, she leased it out, and she had a steady income coming in from Texaco. And then when I took over, again, the blood, sweat, and tears went back into it to bring it back to where it is now. And we've built it from strength to strength. And you just have to be committed and know that a small business, at the end of the day, is like a baby. You got to nurture it and care for it. You can't turn your back on it and expect that it'll remain successful. Your staff need you, and you need your staff. You have to hire really good. You have to have people that you can depend on, that you can, when we Nancy are away off island these days, a lot more than we used to be. When we are away, we know that we not have to worry and bust our head about what's happening at home. Those are some of the key things that you have to make sure.
Into consideration. Yeah. Ms. Nancy, very quickly,
Yeah, I totally agree with what my husband just stated. It's really a lot of hard work and just keeping on top of your business, not turning it over and turning your back on it.
Well, I must thank you both for allowing us to put the spotlight on your business, and thank you for sharing your journey and letting us have an insight in what is in store for the future. We want to wish you continued success and all the best to you both.
And look out for Grapetree International. It may happen one day.
Nice. Well, we'll definitely. This is an open forum for you, and please don't be strangers. We will be hearing more from you. Again, this is an open invitation for any future interviews.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you. I'm Sabrina, inviting you to join me again on Tuesday for another Business Buzz right here on Radio Cayman. We want to thank Teddy Clayton for his continued sponsorship. For more information on Teddy Clayton and Pan American Insurance, give Teddy a call today, 917-4860. Have a safe and fabulous Thursday.
Radio Cayman.
Radio Cayman's newsroom. These are the biggest stories right now.
It's a positive report